Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another match preview, round preview, whatever you guys want to call it. It is round 6 in the AFL. We had a crazy round 5 action. There was a lot of upsets. There was a few games that I did not pick coming. So we're going to review round 5 and then we're going to have a look at round 6. So make sure to comment down below the first goal scorer, the margin and the winner. We did have a few people last week who actually went very close to getting the correct Saints win, 18 points, and Max King first goal. So these are the people on screen right now who went very close. Congratulations, guys. Didn't quite get it, but I mean, you guys were extremely close. We had one person select Max King for the first goal, so well done. So let's review the round before we get into round 6 tips. So the Blues were defeated by the Saints by 18 points in a very, St Kilda owned the first half and then Carlton fought back. The Saints definitely proving to be a very good side this season. I definitely feel like it's going to be a test to see how they go once they go up to the hub and all that kind of stuff. The Bombers beat the Pies. Now, I did not expect this. I did tip St Kilda. I tipped the Pies, and the Bombers were just outstanding on Friday night. Just a little bit too strong for the Pies. They brought their pressure game to the fort, and they basically dominated after quarter time. After quarter time, it was all Essendon. Collingwood did have a late rally in the last quarter, but it was just a little bit too late. The Bombers get the win, and they go to 3-1 with a match against North this week. The Eagles finally get back on track. They beat the Swans. I tipped the Eagles. They absolutely smashed the Swans, actually. They dominated throughout the entire game, so that was not an easy game to pick, but I definitely felt like they were going to win that game. Geelong beat the Suns. Now, Matt Rowell got injured, which is very, very sad. I did say this was the match of the round. I was so excited to watch this game, and Matt Rowell got injured. Pretty disappointing considering just basically how good he's been all season. I've seen people saying that he should still win the Rising Star. Make sure to comment down below, guys, what you believe. But the Cats were just a little bit too strong at home. Gold Coast weren't that bad. The scores definitely reflect a little bit. They don't really reflect just how well the Gold Coast played. The Dogs absolutely smashed North Melbourne. North definitely have to respond this week. They've had 2 losses in a row now, and the Bulldogs just come out and yeah, they basically destroyed North. Actually, I think there might be 3 losses in a row for North. The Dogs definitely back on track, and they are moving up the ladder. The Lions, the battle of the top 2 teams. I definitely thought that I should have made this the match of the round. The Lions beat the Power. It definitely does prove that the Lions probably are the best team in the league at the minute, bar percentage. Lachie Neale, outstanding once again. The Crows and the Dockers, probably one of the worst games of the week. The Dockers got the win. Don't really want to talk too much about this. The Crows still yet to win a game. The Tigers are back on track. They beat the D's 79-52. Did not watch this game, but definitely watch the highlights. And the Tigers, they're back on track as well. So it's going to be good to see how they respond this week up in the hub. And last game of the round was the Giants and the Hawks. The Giants definitely moving up to grand final and premiership can basically favourites, you could say, behind the Lions. Big winners over the Hawks, 34-point winners as we get into round 6. And like I said, match of the round tonight. Well, it's not really match of the round, but Geelong and the Lions. 2 top 4 teams going at it. Make sure to comment down below. Like I said, this is at the SCG, so neutral ground for both teams. This will be a lot of fun. Comment down below who you guys think will win, and also the first goal scorer and the margin. No one's actually got it yet, so keep going. Hopefully someone can get it. Like I said, there'll be a giveaway if someone can do it. I put the people who got it last week on the board, so congratulations to them. I am tipping the Lions in a very tight match. The Hawks and the Pies tomorrow night. Definitely feel like the Pies will respond up at Giants Stadium. So I'm going to tip the Pies. I think the Pies will win. Actually, let's go back up here for a minute. I'm going to go first goal scorer. I'm going to go Hugh McCluggage. I'm going to go, the margin will be 14 points. And like I said, I'm tipping the Lions. The Pies and the Hawks, I'm going to tip the Pies. I think the Pies will come out and they will respond after their poor performance last week against the Bombers. The Dockers and the Saints. No, I think Nat 5 may be a chance. The teams haven't come out yet, but I definitely think that the Saints will get the job done, and the Saints will keep moving on their merry way for win number 4. The Eagles and the Hawks, after the Crows. The Eagles should win this one comfortably. The Crows are in a rut at the minute, and I think this would be the upset of the round if the Crows got the job done over the Eagles. Melbourne and the Gold Coast Suns at Giants Stadium. This will be a very good game. I think the Gold Coast Suns will come out and they'll play well early, but I think Melbourne just have a little bit too much experience. And I think Melbourne will respond. They've been pretty flat lately, Melbourne. I don't think they've won since the resumption of the... they've only won 1 game since we returned to AFL. So this will be a tough match, but I definitely feel like the D's will get the job done. Bombers and the Roos from Metricon Stadium on Saturday night. I think this is what the potential to be game of the round. Bombers coming off a really nice win. They lose Jake Stringer, but I'm still tipping the Bombers in a very close game, a very fast-paced game. I think there'll be a lot of goals kicked in this one, and I think the Bombers will get the job done. Power and the Giants. Now, this game could go either way. I feel like the Power are definitely going to have to respond after their poor performance against the Lions. The Giants are in red-hot form at the minute, so I'm just going to tip the Power. I think the Power will respond. Their loss last week doesn't resemble them this year, I don't think, so I'm going to tip the Power in a close one. The Tigers and the Swans. Now, the Tigers have a lot of injuries. It's at the Gabba, but I am still going to tip the Tigers. I mean, Swans definitely have to respond. I just feel like the Richmond Football Club just be a little bit too strong for the Swans, even with all the injuries. The Sydney Football Club definitely have a lot of injuries as well. So I'm going to tip the Tigers in a close one. And I think this is the last game of the round. It is the Carlton Football Club and the Bulldogs from Metricon Stadium. I think this has the potential to be one of the games of the round. I think this will be a very close game. I don't think there will be a definitive win. I think this will be very, very tight. If the Bulldogs keep playing the way they've been playing, I feel like they will absolutely smash the Blues. But I feel like the Blues, they're moving in the right direction. They're playing better footy. And I'm going to tip the Dogs in this. I think Dogs will be just a bit too strong for the Blues. But it'll be a really good game as we move on to match of the round. So my match of the round is the Port Adelaide Football Club and the Giants. I think the Power have to respond after their poor performance the other week last week against the Lions. I think they will respond, but I feel like it's not just gonna be like a walk in the park for the Power. Like I said, I'm tipping the Power in this game. I feel like it's gonna be a very tight game. Make sure to comment down below your game of the round. I feel like both teams have got a lot to prove. I mean, the Power have got a lot to prove. Giants, are they the real deal this season again? Are they just going to flunk out again? Are the Power the real deal? I mean, that's one of the big questions that remain to be seen. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, make sure to comment down below your predictions for tonight's game, the Lions and the Cats. It should be a good one as we gear up for round 6 action. I've got a My Career video coming out tomorrow, so make sure to look out for that. Actually, might release it tonight if I can get around to it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next AFL Evolution 2 video.